my story, and I'm sticking to it. My keto story.
Good morning, kids. Well, today is a second portion of my keto journey. I actually had videoed this already, but there was too much background noise. Oh, it was awful. So anyway, kind of recap where I left off previously. I'll try to remember to put a link in the description of the previous video. Boy, all this technical stuff. So I left off explaining that I was down in, get back. See, I just have to reach for the stick. I get the stick and all I have to do is hit the seat, or, I don't even have to bonker with it. I have bonkered with it, but I just usually don't have to, because she knows this means business with Mama. So, anyway, back to my keto story. I left off telling I was in South Texas, gained all this weight, 5 sizes. Thought it was all the tacos I was eating. So I cut back on my calories. I stopped eating the tortillas, blah, 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 really. But it didn't make any difference. I didn't lose any weight. And plus I was having less exercise doing the job I was doing. So I cut back calories. Didn't matter. Tried exercising more. Didn't matter. Well, at that point, I'd been in Texas for 4.5 years. Tired of it. Wanted to come home. Searched out an OTR company. Wanted to try OTR. Found one. Was going to try to go what they call regional or whatever, where I was more local. North Dakota, Montana, Idaho, Washington. Try to get a run like that. They said that was possible. I'd have to run OTR for a little while and then transition into a regional job. Okay, no problem. So, all excited. Hop on with this OTR company. It's a great company, brand new truck, beautiful truck. I was going to get to go to places, and I did go to places that I'd never gotten to go before. But after about 3 months, it lost its luster. Yeah, I was going to all these different states, but it was all blacktop, and shippers and receivers. And there was no money in it. Not for me, anyway. I come from an oil field construction side of trucking, where I was used to making money. And it's quite possible maybe the company that I worked for, but there was just no money in it. Not what I made in a week, construction and oil field, was what I made in 2.5 weeks OTR. So, anyway, the whole thing lost its luster. All I was doing was driving. I would get up in the dark in the morning and head out, and you're driving 6-8 hours straight. You stopping to go potty. That's about it. Maybe to get fuel. That's about it. Stopping at night to shower and sleep, or go to shippers and be stuck there for an hour, 4 hours. It was just, after about 3 months, it lost its luster. I did drive through some beautiful states. But, that being said, that was even less exercise. I did cook on the truck, but at that point, I just didn't know about keto. I didn't know a lot about carbs. I didn't know labels, how to read labels and ingredients and stuff. So I was, even though in my mind I was still eating good, I ate pasta. Oh my goodness, I love pasta. I'd make shrimp and pasta in my truck. I'd make fried potatoes and bacon and eggs and, stuff that I grew up eating. It was normal for me, right? So there it goes. The time goes on. I wasn't like gaining a ton of. It's like I had plateaued on weight. I had gained weight, but my belly, it looked like I was pregnant. That's. I was waiting for somebody to ask me when I was due, and I'd never really had a belly before, other than being pregnant with my son. So things that were affecting me, I started losing energy, I didn't have any stamina, the whole 9 yards. So I had to make the decision, I didn't want to stay OTR anymore. I was feeling ill, I wasn't getting outside air, outside sunshine, it was window time. That's all I was getting. So, decided to quit, came home to North Dakota, and in North Dakota, they've got a lot of their motels and stuff, they've turned into short stay or long stay places, meaning, because it was oil field, and they've got a lot of people that come up for 3, 4, 5 months or longer. They would rent the motel room like that, $700 a month, $800 a month, $900 a month, long stay, right? So that's what I did. I came home and rented a little, what would be considered like a studio apartment. This was a motel that was, set up, it had a refrigerator and microwave and so forth. Came home, I moved into that. Now, I hadn't talked to anybody about being sick and not feeling good. Not even my son. He didn't know. Nobody knew. I don't really talk a whole lot about stuff that's going on with me. I kind of work it all out myself. For those of you who talk to therapists and talk to your friends and stuff, that's, there's so many avenues that you have an outlet for it. My outlet is God. I talk to Him continuously. That's what works for me. So, I move into the little motel room, and I kid you not, I could not walk from the bed right around to the bathroom without feeling like I was going to pass out. I had no stamina. So I decided I needed to build up my cardiovascular again. I drive a truck for a living, as you know, and with that, I have to have a health certificate, and it has to be certified some are every year, some are every 2 years. Well, mine was a 2-year, but it was going to be up, like in 2 months. And I thought, I will never pass to get my health certificate, which means if I don't have my health certificate, I can't renew my license. I can't drive. So versus going to the doctor for being sick, as I was, I literally couldn't push an empty shopping cart, an empty one. That's how bad it was. I needed to take care of myself and get myself healthy. Now, all these symptoms that I was having, the light bulb came on from back when I was pregnant with my son and had gestational diabetes, right? So that's how I knew to test my blood. And like in the last video, that's how I knew what I had. I had either pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes. I knew that was coming on. So I went to Walmart and I was going to buy one of those exercise trampolines to kind of start building up my stamina and cardiovascular. And while I was there at the Walmart, I went to the diabetic section because I had to get more test strips. I was out of test strips. So I'm standing there trying to find the brand that I needed. And all of a sudden an arm came around me and I was ready to Hayakawa someone, I didn't know who it was. I look up at my son, my son's 6'5", I look up and it's my son. And hold on. I'm sorry. This is real emotional for me. So, I looked up and it was my son, and I just melted. Because he didn't know. Nobody knew. I hadn't talked to anybody about it. And he's looking at me like, what's wrong, At first he thought it was because I was excited to see him or something. Which I was. I hadn't seen him yet. That was another thing. I hadn't even seen him yet. My son works in the oil field also. So, and then he looked over and he saw what I had in my hand in the section that I was in. I had the test strips and everything. And I could just see the look on his face, and he goes, "Really?" I just said, "Yeah." So I had to sit down. I had no energy, so I had to sit down at least. We were there in the pharmacy section of the Walmart for a good, 45 minutes, and I kind of just told them everything, that I was really sick, and so we got that out of the way. And basically what I did, I was off work for about a month, and that's what I focused on, because I knew I was going to have to. I focused on getting my cardiovascular back up and energy back up and redoing my diet. And I got that trampoline, and I thought, because I'm a go-getter, y'all. I do what I gotta do and take care of business. So I got on that trampoline, and I just, not anything real exuberant. I just kind of started stepping in place. And I thought, I need to keep track so that I know progress, right? So if I can do 5 minutes now, and in a week, 10 minutes, that's progress. So I didn't have a timer, and I wasn't going to go all the way back to Walmart to get an egg timer, but I had a microwave. So I turned my microwave on 5 minutes, right? And woo, I'm ready to go. So I get on that trampoline, and I'm just kind of quick stepping, not bouncing, just quick stepping on this trampoline. Lord, y'all, I didn't even make it 1 minute. I dropped on the bed and just started bawling. I was like, this can't be my life. I'm not ready for my life to be like this. Everything, I've always been so energetic. Go up, boing, boom, boom. That's been me my whole life. Get stuff done. Busy, busy, busy. Get it done yesterday. So that was a real realization. At that point, I realized I needed to look into my diet. So that's when keto came more into play. And man, I YouTubed, I Googled everything. Like I said, I'd never read a label before. I didn't know all these fake names for sugars and carbohydrates and all this stuff we were eating that, oh my God, I've been putting this in my body this whole time. So, okay, well, this has gone on probably long enough. I'm going to stop it here, and we'll have a third portion, and I'll kind of tell you the next phase. want y'all to have a great day. And thank you for listening to me here. Y'all kind of my therapy too.